Here's our second key to effective leadership. Effective leaders have an incredible ability to visualize an extraordinary future for their business. They are visionaries. They have a vision. They know what they are committed to become. Number two, effective leaders know specifically what must be done to get there. That's their mission. And number three, they are passionately committed to the journey. Leaders have a see-ahead-oscope. Leaders have the ability to look into the future and to understand these kinds of things, at least with some degree of certainty. Who will our customers be in 5 years? What will they demand from us? Who will our competitors be? Where will our products be created and how will they be sold? And what technologies could revolutionize our industry? What could replace us? I think a leader should know that. What could replace us? What will a leader in our industry look like in the next 5 years? What will a leader look like? What kinds of things will they be doing? And will we be doing those things? Will we be in the picture? Leaders have a see-ahead-oscope as part of their internal reality. Leaders understand the importance of a vision. They have a vision. And your vision is a combination of what you want to become and the reality of what you must become. Business speakers and business books on leadership, they all tell you that your vision is your dream. Your dream is the very best you ever want to be. It's your dream. Well, what the hell about reality? What about reality? Let's say that my dream is to open a nice little hardware store. I'm tired of speaking. I want to open a nice little hardware store in the West End of Toronto, close to home, convenient. Traveling all over the world. No, not anymore. Going to this hardware store. That's my dream. But let's say that Home Depot's vision is to open a big box store 2 blocks from there. I got to tell you, that's my new reality. And it could interfere with the success of my little dream. Your vision is a combination of what you want to become and the reality of what you must become. Do you have a clear picture of what you want to become and what you must become in your business? And do those 2 pictures look anything alike? Anything alike? Is it a dream or is it a commitment with a plan to make it happen? And is it based on reality? What do you want to become? Is it based on your customer's reality, what your industry will become, and your competitor's vision? How tuned in are you to the whole vision thing? Because leaders have a vision. They know what they want to become and what they must become. Cooper Canada, our family business, started in 1905 to make collar bags, men's collar bags, soft drawstring leather pouches in which men stored their extra collars. Because every shirt back then was a banded shirt. There was no collar, just a band, and you wore the same shirt all week long, put a fresh collar on every day. And you kept your extra collars in a collar bag. And the company was founded in 1905 to make collar bags. And what did we become famous for ultimately? $800 hand-sewn hockey goal pads. Do you think we changed our vision somewhere 2 or 3 times? What's your vision? What are you now? And here's the neat thing about vision. Because leaders are also passionate. And when you have a vision, you tend to be passionate because as human beings, it's so much easier to be passionate about where you're going than where you're stuck right now. So much easier to be passionate about where you're going. And if you don't have a vision, you're not going anywhere. And how will you be passionate? It's so much easier to be passionate about where you're going. Are you passionate or are you complacent? Do you have a vision? Our vision also keeps us focused. Now here's a business that may have lost its focus. Hussey's General Store, the largest general store in Maine, and they're advertising guns, wedding gowns, and cold beer. I think someone might have lost their focus here, unless this is a wedding package and I just don't get it. We have the motivation, we have the dress, and we have the refreshments. Maybe that's it, I don't know. But the great thing about our vision is that our vision keeps us focused. And then what is your mission? What is your mission? There's such confusion in business today about vision and mission. People that I work with in business, they use those terms interchangeably as if they're the same thing, and they're not. Your vision is what you're committed to become. Your mission is what you're committed to doing right now, every day, to accomplish 4 things. This is what your mission is. Number 1, to create, deliver, and communicate compelling customer-owning value. What are you doing every week to create compelling customer-owning value? Number 2, what are you doing every week to create a business environment that attracts, challenges, empowers, and rewards the very best people at every level of your organization? Number 1 is about your customers. Number 2 is about your staff. Number 3, what are we doing every week to create world-class operational efficiency that makes us price competitive and profitable? Number 3 is about operational efficiency. And number 4, what are we doing every week, every day, whatever, to become our vision? If you aren't doing something every week to become your vision, you'll never become your vision. And what kind of leader is that? So your vision is what you're committed to become. Your mission is what you're doing right now, every day, without fail, to do those 4 things. And here's the neat thing. Your vision feeds your mission. Your vision feeds your mission. You open your vision file and you say, oh, can't do this one yet, not ready for this one, let's do this one and this one. And your vision feeds your mission. You create a plan, you implement. And if you don't have a vision, there's nothing feeding your mission. Nothing. And you die today, right where you are now, resentful and bitter and disappointed. That's a hell of a way to go. And we do it all within our value system. We operate vision-feeding mission within our values. We won't do those things way over there. They're outside of our values. We don't do those things. And over here, we won't do these things over here because they're not what we stand for. Does everybody know in your business what you stand for? Because leaders make it clear what they stand for. And the wonderful old expression, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. There's one to take home to the kids. If we don't stand for something, we fall for anything. Leaders also redefine their business in 3 powerful ways. Number 1, by how they help people. Every business I work with around the world makes the mistake of defining itself by what it sells. Mortgage companies, we sell mortgages. No, you're in the business of helping people buy a home. Everybody makes the mistake of defining themselves by what they sell, and what they sell is a commodity. And when you define yourself by a commodity, you become a commodity. You stay a commodity. You never become anything special and powerful to anybody because you're a commodity. But when you define yourself by how you help people, it is so powerful. And you will lead your market, and you will lead a great team. Number 2 way of redefining your business is by the financial return on investment and effort that you must generate to make it all worthwhile. What kind of bottom line? If there's no bottom line, there's no business. And leaders never apologize for having a good bottom line. It's part of the reward of great leadership. And then number 3, redefine yourself by what you're committed to become. Because that's always very much in the mind of leaders. What are we committed to become in our business? Could you fill out this one sheet as a leader in your business? Could you fill out this one sheet? We're in the business of helping our customers too, and in 3 lines, could you state what it is that you help your customers to do? Are you that crisp and that clear about what you do in your business? We're in business to generate a return on investment and effort of this %. Do you know what that number is in your business that makes it worthwhile to keep going? And if you can't make that much money, you're better to sell it and do something else with your life, unless it's just your neat fort that you're hiding in. And number 3, we're in the business of becoming. Could you fill that in 3 lines? Do you know what that is? What are you in the business of becoming? One sheet. And I sit down with leaders in businesses and I put that one sheet in front of them and say, can you fill that out? And then I know how much work I got to do with them. And most of them just struggle. So you're not alone.